Welcome to this week's edition of Tahoe Talk. We're joined this week with General Manager of Mount Blue, Jeff Bauer. Jeff, thanks for taking time to join us.
Pete, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Jeff, I've known you for a number of years, but maybe for some of our viewers that aren't as familiar with you, give us a little bit of background. How long have you been back here at the property?
I returned to Tahoe after a short time away in September of 2010. So about a year and a half, I've been running, the resort and loving every minute of it.
I tell you, one of the most common feedback, things that I get out in the community is, what the property and the excitement that Mount Blue is doing for locals and local offerings. Right. What's the thought process behind that, and what are you guys doing?
Well, it's a very deliberate strategy of ours to make sure that we're doing everything we can for locals. And ever since I got here, we always ask the question in every strategy meeting and every, planning meeting, what would we want to do? We're all locals here. What would we want to do, and what do we find as a value? So we look at a couple things. We look at, what's the demand in Tahoe? What are they looking for? And B, what's the value? Who's providing the value? And we think that what we've done in the last year and a half is really put together some great value options for people. We have $2 Corona, $2 Patron shots. We have the 99-cent tacos and margaritas every single day. That's been a huge hit. We had a, $8.99 prime rib special. We now have a $9.99 16-ounce, 1-pound New York steak that just kicked off. So we are always thinking about what kind of values out there, and then on top of that, what entertainment is going to be something that appeals to the people who live here, not just the tourist who might be in town for a weekend. So again, all of it is really geared towards giving the locals a place to go, and that matters to us.
So, but you're also a business. I mean, you're probably not making a lot of money on that. Is it bait and switch when I go in? All right, I pay $2 for a Patron shot, and then it's $8 for a beer? Or
I think a lot of people might have that impression until they get there and realize, well, it's actually everything's really inexpensive. If I can get a $2 Patron shot, well, if I'm not a Patron drinker, how much is it for another drink? Well, it's only slightly more. We don't bait and switch you, and you're going to get a great value no matter what you do at our place at Mount Blue. So we try to keep our ticket prices low on shows. We try to keep any point of entry we can very reasonable, and so the value's there. And Mike Donovan, who's my marketing director, is fond of saying, dollar for dollar, you cannot have more fun than you can for your dollar at Mount Blue. And I completely agree with him. He's right. I wish sometimes that I didn't work there so that I could have more fun myself. But ladies drink free, dollar drink night in Opal. I mean, the list goes on and on. We just have such great value.
And that philosophy is geared at the locals, but obviously if you're here from out of town,
absolutely,
you have instant access and instant benefit as well.
We talk about this when I'm on vacation or when I'm traveling. I ask, where do the locals go? I don't want to go where the tourists go. Where do the locals go? Well, the locals here go to Mount Blue. Well, a tourist and a destination traveler is going to have just as much fun for their dollar as our locals do. And it's not that we're singling out locals. We're actually doing everything we can for a local who brings their friends from out of town in, who brings their family. That's the point behind it. We want to be a value for everyone.
Well, Jeff, welcome back to the community.
Thanks.
I think we're lucky here to have you. And one part of this Tahoe Talk segment is we get to ask the person behind the title, behind the property, for recreation. Where are we going to find you and your family this weekend?
We'll go out for a night on the town, and in the summertime we golf. We're an avid golf family.
Well, Jeff, thanks for taking time to join us. Really appreciate everything you and Mount Blue does here for the community.
Thanks.
All right, well, that'll do it for this week's edition of Tahoe Talk. See you next week.